Well guys, we've finally reached a day where it's a Star Wars movie and I wasn't actually looking forward to seeing this one, let alone talking about it or reviewing it. But I suppose I better anyway, just for you guys.
You're after something. Is it revenge?
So Solo: A Star Wars Story is the next anthology movie in the standalone stories that Lucasfilm are doing separate from the episodic movies. And here we have a Star Wars movie that no one asked for, no one has shown any particular interest in, but we have it anyway. And of course we see the origins of how Han Solo became known as the Han Solo we know and love from the original trilogy and The Force Awakens.
Money? Or is it something else?
However, in this movie he is a lot younger, he's a lot more sure of himself, and he's a lot more arrogant than he later becomes in the original trilogy.
You look good. A little rough around the edges, but good.
Heard about a job. Big shot gangster putting together crew.
I'm a driver, and I'm a flyer. I waited a long time for a shot like this. What do you think? Well, what do you know?
But here we also get to see how he meets Chewbacca, and that we get to see that friendship form on a very personal level and a very interesting level as well, and it's kind of like the main meat of the movie. And for me, if that didn't work, this whole movie would not have worked at all. And it has to be said, Alden Ehrenreich actually does a pretty good job here as a young Han Solo. While emulating moments of Harrison Ford's performance, he also manages to move things in his own way and in his own direction, which is pretty interesting.
You got a line on a ship?
Yeah, I know a guy. He's the best smuggler around.
I heard a story about you. I was wondering if it's true.
Everything you've heard about me is true.
The supporting cast here also do a really good job, particularly with Emilia Clarke, who plays the love interest of a young Han Solo. However, the reason why they don't end up together by the end of the movie is quite interesting, and that I cannot spoil for anybody. And also, I know what you guys have come here to see as well, and that is how is Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian. This guy was born to play this role, as he really manages to emulate Billy-Dee Williams perfectly, again while moving the character in his own direction, being a slightly more younger and more arrogant version of the character.
L3! Let go of the mean man's face.
Who are these guys?
And the chemistry he also has with Alden Ehrenreich's Han Solo is quite interesting, and you see why the two of them form quite a special friendship.
If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
You might wanna buckle up, baby.
And also the script writing for this movie, as well as the dialogue that is said, is pretty on point, as it is done by Lawrence Kasdan and his son, so you can't get much more perfect to write for Han Solo than Lawrence Kasdan.
Here they come! Let me give you some advice. Assume everyone will betray you, and you will never be disappointed.
And also the music is pretty impressive in this movie as well, and it's probably one of the best Star Wars scores I have heard for quite a long time. However, that's most of the good moments I can go into without spoiling anything. However, if you guys want me to, I will do a full-on spoiler review at a later date.
I got a really good feeling about this.
Since when do you know how to fly?
190 years old? You look great.
But of course, I have to get into the negatives here, and unfortunately this movie is very poorly paced, as this movie has about a 2-hour 15-minute runtime, and towards the middle of it, you really start to feel that. But the beginning starts off extremely strongly, but then the way it trundles along kind of drags it down a lot. And Paul Bettany's villain character here is very one-dimensional throughout the whole thing, and by the time you meet him, you can't wait for him to actually be taken off screen, shall we say.
Push it!
Also, Woody Harrelson's character of Beckett is very confusing, as you kind of don't know which direction he is going to go throughout this whole thing. But overall, as a movie, despite all the problems they had with production, it is still a very fun space adventure, and I guarantee as a standalone Star Wars movie, for me personally, and I know I'm probably going to get shot for this in the comments, but I actually preferred this movie to Star Wars The Last Jedi. I can see those hate comments coming at me right now. Is it safe to come out?
So glad we took this job!
But yeah, for definite, despite all the problems this movie has, it's still a fun space adventure with strong performances, a brilliant score, and fantastic visual effects, and the creature elements here are very well done as well. My final verdict is a 7.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching this, guys. As always, now it's over to you, so feel free to comment below and tell me what your thoughts are on Solo, A Star Wars Story. Are they good? Are they bad? Feel free to let rip in the comments, but please stay as spoiler-free as possible, as I've already said, I will try and do a full-on spoiler talk video at a later date. So look out for that, and for those of you who are new to my channel, feel free to click here to see more and subscribe, as I do make new videos as often as I can, and don't forget to click that bell so that you're always notified of whenever a future video is posted. And as always, guys, I shall see you all on the next one, and take care.